Hello students, welcome back to Tuition Masters class 6 to 8 channel, and this is a brand new channel and this is a first session for Fibre to Fabric for grade 6. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel right away. This is our brand new channel we have just opened it few days ago. So Tuition Masters class 6 to 8 is only dedicated for grade 6, 7 and 8 students for math, science, English, SST, and the remaining for ninth and 10th we have a different channel which the description is given in the link is given in the description box. Make sure to check it out right away and subscribe it. Okay, so Fibre to Fabric session number 1 we have for our grade 6. Okay, for grade 6 we have started, right? So what are we going to discuss? We are going to discuss the history of clothing material, how from ancient times till now the clothing is different, what are the types of fabrics, then variety of fabrics, types of fibers, then plant fibers and spinning of cotton yarn, and how is yarn converted to fabric. We're going to study this in a today's session. Make sure to listen it very carefully because the same chapter is even there in your 7th standard. Okay, so before starting, make sure to like this video, share it with and subscribe to the channel if you didn't do it till now. So let us start with Fibre to Fabric. Okay, so here you see we know that we all wear clothes, isn't it? Our clothes are made up of various kind of material, like it can be polyester, it can be cotton, it can be wool, it can be silk, it can be rayon. There are so many materials where mostly we wear clothes of cotton, isn't it? We wear of wool, right? Then there are saris or saris made up of silk, isn't it? So all of these are the clothing material, but how are they made? That is the main motto of this chapter. So we know that there are variety of foods. We have so many different from each part of our country. We have different types of food coming, isn't it? Similarly, there are different types of fibers and fabrics also. So first we have a fiber. Fibers are nothing but the threads, the basic unit. Then they're converted into properly, stretched and designed into yarn. And many yarns they come together and make the fabric then. Okay, and that fabric makes the cloth. Okay, so fibers there are actually of two types. Okay, there are actually of two types, natural and synthetic. Natural fibers we have plant fibers and animal fiber because they both are obtained from the nature, isn't it? So when I talk about plant fiber, we get from cotton and jute. Cotton and jute. Cotton, it has, the flower kind of structure it has, correct? Cotton. And jute is nothing but the bark. It's very tough, right? So the bark of that is the jute. In animal fibers, we have silk and wool. Silk we obtain where? We obtain from the silkworm, correct? We obtain from the silkworm. Okay. And talking about wool, we get from rabbits, then we get from sheep, correct? From all these animals we get the wool. Okay, when I talk about synthetic means they're made in the labs. Okay, they're made chemically, synthetic, artificially it is made, right? For example, rayon, nylon, all of these are examples of my synthetic fibers. Okay, now, when I talk about cotton plant, this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. It gets converted into the cotton fibers. Similarly, here mostly we wear clothes of cotton, isn't it? Mostly we wear the clothes of cotton. Then jute plant. Jute plant makes the jute fibers. It's used in rags. Rags. It is used. The jute bags are there, then rugs also. In all these places the jute fibers are used. These are what? These are nothing but the plant fibers. Plant fibers, correct? These are my plant fibers. After that I have the animal fibers, correct? I have the animal fibers. Animal fibers means I obtain it from animals. Sheep, then rabbits, then the rabbits and goats. They give me the wool fiber. Okay, we get wool from them. Majorly, we get it from the sheep. Correct. Again, we use it for clothes. Correct. We use it for clothes. Then silkworm. There are many types of silkworm, right? So these silkworms, we obtain silk from them, right? Made the silk fibers. They are used in saris, correct? They use in saris and all, isn't it? So there we use the silk fibers, and it is very Expensive. That's the main property, that silk is very expensive, isn't it? So expensive sarees are made up of the silk. Correct. So here you see wool. Wool we obtain it from many types of animal. We get it from sheep, goats, rabbits, yak, camel. From all these types of animals, we get wool, and that wool is of different types also, right? It has various types. Now, fiber to yarn. How is fiber converted to yarn? By the process of spinning. In the olden time, you might have seen charkha. Charkha, it was used by Gandhiji to make khadi, isn't it? So basically, the fibers which are there, the process of making yarn from fiber. So fiber to yarn, it is done by the process of charkha. The charkha is what? It is a. It will there is a wheel, then there is a thread. Just then you rotate it, it will convert into long sheet. Then we have takli and spinning machines. In the olden time, we use the takli, charkha, and everything. But right now, we have spinning machines for converting fiber to yarn. When yarn is converted, okay, yarn is there, we convert that to fabric, okay, by the process of weaving and knitting. Weaving means we will take two sets of yarns, okay, they are arranged together to form a fabric, okay, they will make a fabric which is done by hand looms or power looms, okay. So two sets of yarns I'm taking, I will arrange it together and make a fabric out of it, okay. So yarns come together, make a fabric. We can do it hand looms also, like in a traditional way by hand also, or we can do the power which is automatic by machines and everything, okay. After that comes knitting. Knitting means we are converting it to fabric. Then means a single yarn is used to make fabric. Two sets of yarns are made to that's done by weaving. Okay. So next knitting is done by hand or machines. Again, both of them are possible. So that is how you convert fiber to fabric. Now let us understand about more about them with the help of few questions. Question number one is Paheli wants to present her gift made up of plant fiber. Which are the following will she select? I'll give you 10 seconds. Answer it in the live chat below. The chat is live, right? Make sure to type in that. So first one, jute bag, woolen shawl, silk sari, or nylon scarf. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. So we have what we have are just plant fiber. We want something made up of plant. So first one, jute bag. Jute we get from plant only. So obviously that is the right answer. Woolen shall we get wool from animal. Nylon, it is synthetic. Correct. It is synthetic fiber. Then silk, again we get it from animal only. So the right answer will be jute bag. I hope you guys are answering in the live chat. Okay. Which set of substances are not used for making fibers? For if I want to if I want to make fibers, which is not used? Silk, chemicals, yak hair, camel hair, husk and bones, flax and wool. What is not used? So 10 seconds. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the correct answer here is what? It is husk and bones. Now, if you want to convert into fibers, you can use silk and chemicals to make it stronger. You can use yak hair, camel hair from wool production. Flax and wool is used, but why will I use bones? What I'm making? I'm making clothes, right? है ना? So what is the use of husk and bones? We do not use them. So that is the right answer. Next question is yarn is woven to fabric using what? Yarn to fabric is done by what? Charkha, spinning machines, looms, or needles. Let's count till 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're writing it in the chat box. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the right answer to this is what? It is obviously looms. We can use hand looms also. Hand looms or power looms. Hand looms or power looms, both of them are used in converting yarn to fabric. Charkha is for fiber to yarn. Right? Spinning machines and knitting needles are entirely different things, right? So looms is the right answer. Now let us practice some subjective questions. With this, you will get the entire idea of the whole chapter. Now, why do we need clothes? So there are many points. Why do we need clothes? We obviously need to cover ourselves, correct? We have to cover ourselves, correct? We have to cover ourselves. Then we have to protect ourselves from what? Protect from the weather, correct? Protection from weather we need, correct? So that is why we wear the clothing. So it is important. The importance of clothes is next to food. As important food is, as similarly is clothes also. So they're important to protect our body from roughness. If it is too hot, too cold, right? So we have to protect our body, right? So that, for that, like in the during summer we need protection from the sun, so we wear clothes. In the winter we need protection from the cold and wind, so we wear clothes, right? Now, write two uses of jute. As I said, jute is a plant fiber, correct? It's a plant fiber, true. So it's a plant fiber. What can be two things? One are jute bags. Correct. Jute bags are there. You know the gunny bags which we use, jute bags. Then we have rugs made up of jute because it is quite tough and rough. Right. So jute is made to sacks and coarse clothing because it is very thick and very rough also. And even used for wrapping bales of raw cotton. So jute is used. Next one. We have three sub questions, 3 mark question it is. Rahul burns a piece of cloth. It gives the odor similar to that of a burning paper. Which fiber is this cloth made up of? So, if it is giving us similar to paper, okay, so it will obviously be cotton. So, cotton and paper give a similar smell while burning. And even if I talk about wool, wool will give you a smell of that thing. It will give you a smell of hairs because wool is a hair of the sheep and everything. So, it will give a burning smell of hair. Okay, so here let's say, okay, more questions. Okay, fine. So cloth is made up of cotton, that's what's giving a paper smell, right? While burning. Now, what is meant by ginning? Ginning is nothing but the removal of cotton seeds from cotton balls. So the cotton balls which are there, we remove the seeds of cotton from that by the process of ginning. Okay. Next come cotton plant. Cotton plant, it needs warm temperature. Okay, sorry. What kind of climate and soil does the cotton require for good yield? So if you want your cotton to be producing good yield, you have to grow in black soil. The main thing is black soil. It will properly grow in black soil only. So you need black soil. Then we need warm temperature from 21 to 27 degree. Rainfall should be 50 to 80 centimeters, and there should be a sunny and dry weather. Okay. Next one. Name the following. First man-made fiber. Again, we have 5 questions, 5 marker each. So, what is the first man-made? Means synthetic fiber. We have to find out. So, make sure you guys are even responding in the premiere also, the live chat going on, right? The first man-made fibers were rayon. Okay, it was rayon, the first fiber which was made in laboratory. Then loose strand of cotton made from combed cotton. What is it known as? It is known as fiber. So, the loose strands of cotton, it is made up. It is nothing but fiber. Next one is yarn which moves lengthwise, that is known as wrap. Correct? Then the process by which twisting of fibers is done. Twisting of fibers is done by the process of spinning, obviously. So if I want to twist those fibers and make it into something, we will obviously spin it. And pressed cotton bundles are known as bale. Okay, so these are the answers: rayon, fiber, wrap, and spinning and bale. Okay, next one. Explain the steps in making cotton. I'll show you the answer and explain you. So what happens is that is nothing but fiber to yarn. So I am taking my raw cotton. Okay, it is loose. Okay, it is very loose. So we will loose it further and we will clean it properly. So there are no dried leaves and any unnecessary material. So I'll clean it. After cleaning, we will put it into a machine, and then that cotton balls will be converted into combed straight and converted into rope like structure known as sliver. It's not silver, it is sliver. Okay, it's converted into sliver, that is rope like structures. Okay, combed and straightened rope like structure are known as sliver. Now, this sliver of cotton fiber we will spin it and convert into the yarn. Okay, so that is how we get the cotton yarn. Let's do some MCQs now. Make sure you're writing in the live chat again, right? Make sure you're typing the answer. I'll give you 10 seconds to write in the live chat. Okay. The process of making yarn from fibers is called what? Weaving, gaining, knitting, or spinning. 10 seconds. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. So 10 seconds done. The correct answer is spinning. Weaving is for clothing. Ginning is for the fibers. Knitting again is similar to weaving. Spinning is a process where we convert the yarn from fibers. I mean fibers to yarn. That is done by spinning. Next one is Sohan went to a cloth shop. There he found a fabric which was smooth to touch, had vibrant color and shine. The fabric could be what? It is even used in your saris. You can now get the easy answer, right? 5 seconds I'll give. One, two, three, 4, 5. So obviously the answer is silk. Silk is only such kind of natural fabric which is very smooth, very very smooth. It has amazing color and shine also. That is why it is so rich. Okay, and expensive. Next question is a continuous strand of textile fibers created when a cluster of individual fibers are twisted together. So many fibers, many threads, they come together and make up what? That you have to answer. So for 10 seconds, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. So the right answer to this is nothing but yarn. Yarn is the only thing, right? When many fibers come together, they make the yarn. Then many yarns will take and make the fabric. Okay. Now, make sure, I hope every one of you are writing it correct. So, okay, Pahli was okay, that is done. We already did these questions, right? Now here. Which of the following material did people use in ancient times for making clothes? In ancient time, what they used? Leaves of trees, newspaper, metal foils, or animal skins and furs. So your 10 seconds. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So 10 done. So here you see, obviously, the random leaves of trees they will use, correct. One they will use. Then newspaper. Newspaper came just this century. How will newspaper come in ancient times? So no. Metal foils. Who will make the metal foils? No one knew that time also. So no. So and animal skins and furs are they hunt the animals and do. So D is the right answer. Okay. So through the help of questions we are solving it. Right. Next one. Which of the following is not a natural fabric? Not a natural fiber. Cotton, jute, nylon, and flax, which is not natural, means it is synthetic. So one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the right answer is obviously nylon. Cotton plant, jute plant, flax plant, everything there. Nylon, there is no plant. It's made in laboratories. Next one. Okay, this question we already did, right? I don't know repeated questions are asked. Okay, this is also done. None here. Which part of the jute plant is used for getting the jute fiber? Jute fiber, no, the plant is, what we are using, the hardest part. Jute is hard, so we'll use the hardest part. So what will be our answer? Flower, stem, fruit, or leaf. So the 10 seconds. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the right answer to this is the stem is the bark, which is known, right? The bark of the tree that is used for making jute. Flower, fruit, leaf, that's not used. The stem is used. Okay. So let's see the next question. Next question is Bira is a farmer. Bira is a farmer, okay. His field has black soil and the climate is warm. Okay, the field has black soil, the black soil is using, climate is warm. So which fiber will he be growing? Jute, cotton, coconut, or wool? So 10 seconds. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the right answer is cotton only, because cotton is the only plant which grows in warm climate and it needs the black soil, isn't it? So cotton is the correct answer. Moving towards the next question. That is the correct sequence to get a cloth. The cloth, how do we get? Fiber to fabric to yarn, fiber to yarn to fabric, fabric to yarn to fiber, or yarn to fiber to fabric. You have to choose the right answer. So 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we obviously know we have the fibers, correct? We have the fibers. We convert them to yarn. Okay, the yarn, the threads, and they convert into fabric, and then we get the cloth. So the right answer will be option number B. All right. Next question is, Bojo wants to make yarn from fiber at home. Which of the following will you use to carry out the task? Yarn to fiber at home only he answered. What will you use? Yarn to fiber. So, sorry, fiber to yarn he has to do. He has to take yarn from the fiber. So, he'll use power loom, hand loom, charkha, or knitting needles. So, obviously, in his home, who will set up the looms and everything? So, obviously, he'll use the charkha. Okay, make sure you're writing in the this thing also. Next, okay, this we did, right? Now, the process of making yarns is called what? Process of making yarns from the fibers is known as spinning. Correct. Next question. Bojo wants to. Okay, this is done, right? No. Yeah, this is done. Next, yarn is woven to get fabric using which process? Yarn. We do something to convert it into fabric. What is the process? What is the name of this process? Looms, charkha, knitting needles, or spinning machines? What is the thing we use? So 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the right answer is looms. We use hand looms, and what else? Power looms we use, right? Last question is sari. Sari can be made by the process dash using the cotton fibers. Cotton fiber, what can I do and convert into sari? Weaving, spinning, ginning, or knitting. Again, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the right answer is obviously weaving. We will weave the cotton fabric and convert it into sari. That common sense question. So that was the answer. And with this, we have completed today's session. And thank you so much for attending it. And make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you didn't do it till now. We will be coming up with more such amazing videos. As this is a new channel, please subscribe it immediately, and even subscribe to our grade 9th and 10th channel also, because we will be uploading notifications there as well. So I'll be seeing you in upcoming videos. Till then, everyone, thank you so much and take care. Goodbye.